Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up a WordPress website using Bluehost. It is very easy and quick to get a website up and running with Bluehost, and it honestly doesn't take up much time, as you will see. You should know that Bluehost is the #1 recommended hosting for WordPress.org, and it powers over 2 million websites worldwide. So it's definitely a recognized name when it comes to web hosting. But before we begin this tutorial, I should start by explaining what is hosting and what is a domain name, in case you don't know that. Because these are important terms that I will be using throughout the video. So what is web hosting? Simply put, web hosting is where your website lives on the internet. This is where all the files from your website are located. So hosting is more of a house for your website. A domain name, on the other hand, is the address of your website on the internet. A person visiting your website will have to type your domain name into a browser's URL bar so they can be able to visit your website. In short, a web host is the home of your website, and a domain name is the address. Under normal circumstances, you will be required to purchase a domain separately from hosting. However, Bluehost makes it much easier for you by offering you a free domain for the first year. So this actually lowers the cost of starting a website even more. Now, I will take you step by step through the process of starting a WordPress site with Bluehost, so you can follow through and get started today. But first, please make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn on the notification so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Let's begin. So the first thing you wanna do is to go down to the description of the video, and click on the link there, and it will take you to this page where we will get started from. Now, this link will actually offer you a discount where you will only pay $4 per month, instead of the usual $8. However, as we go on with the video, I will show you how you can get an even bigger discount than this. So the next thing you're going to do is click here on Get Started. Now as you can see, you have some options to choose from. There is the Basic, Plus, Choice Plus, and Pro. If you're a beginner, you can just choose the Basic plan. However, this plan has less storage, which might be a problem for you later on as your website continues to grow. The good news is that you can choose to upgrade later on. So for this tutorial, we will go with the Basic plan. The next step is to set up your domain. You have two options here. You can either create a new domain, or you can use a domain that you already got from a site like Namecheap. For this tutorial, we are going to create a new domain. Now, there may be times where the domain that you choose is already taken. If that's the case, you will need to choose another one. I know from experience that it can be difficult to find a name for your website that represents your brand, so I will leave a link in the description to a free resource that I have created, with tips to help you come up with good name ideas. However, if you're still having difficulty with finding a name, you can try using a different top-level domain or TLD. This means that instead of using .com, you can use .net or .info. In most cases, if you do this, the name you want will be available. However, I recommend going with the .com because it's much easier for people to remember. You do not have to spend too much time choosing a domain because you have the option to skip this step and create a domain later. So on the next page, you can see that our domain is available. This means that we can move forward with the process of creating our account. But before we do that, let's first look at the package information because it's really quite important. You have three options for your account plan: 12 months, 24 months, and 36 months. You can decide to pay for a shorter term, like 12 months, or you can choose to pay for 36 months. The choice is really up to you. However, if you're willing to make the 3-year commitment, I would recommend going for the 36-month plan, because you will pay a lot less than what you will be paying the next time you want to renew your hosting account. So like I promised, I will show you how you can get an even bigger discount with Bluehost. It's very simple. All you need to do is try to exit the page. As soon as you do, there will be a pop-up box that offers you a discount of 66%. Claim the offer to sign up for just $2.65 per month. Once you've claimed your discount, you can now fill in your account information. Make sure that your email address is correct because that's where all your account details will be sent. Next, scroll down until you reach the package extras. To be honest, you don't really need most of these package extras, and they'll only increase your cost. I recommend that you remove all the extra add-ons, but maybe leave the domain privacy because it's useful to prevent your information from being visible on the internet. Next, you need to enter your payment information. You can either use a credit card or PayPal, so it's very flexible. Once you've done that, agree to the terms and conditions, and hit submit. Next, you will be prompted to create a password for your Bluehost account, which will also be used to log into your blog. All you need to do is fill in the details and click on Create an Account. Bluehost will automatically install WordPress for you once you've finished setting up your account, so you don't have to worry about that. Next, head over to your WordPress dashboard. And the first thing you need to do here is set up a theme for your blog. There are so many premium and free themes that you can choose from. As a new blogger, you will be tempted to go out and pay for all kinds of premium themes, but honestly speaking, you do not need them. There are so many free themes that you can use to build your blog around, and the one I most recommend is Astra. With Astra, you get a fast, fully customizable and beautiful WordPress theme that rivals most premium themes. To set up your theme, simply head on over to Appearance, Themes, then Add New. On the search bar, search for Astra, and click Install. Once it has finished installing, click Activate. This should take less than a minute. Next, we'll set up our plugins. There are so many plugins available for WordPress users. However, I do not recommend getting too many of them because they will slow down your site. However, there are some essential plugins that are a must-have for any website or blog. I will leave a list in the description of the must-have plugins for your blog. However, in this tutorial, we will be installing one of the most important plugins, which is Yoast SEO. This plugin helps you get more visitors from search engines to your website, which is what you want. It does a great job of optimizing your website, so that more people can see it. To install Yoast, head over to Plugins, and click Add New. Type Yoast in the search bar and you'll see it. Click Install and wait for it to finish installing. Once it's done, hit Activate. It's as simple as that. You will follow the same process for all the other plugins you want to download. Next, you'll want to check your settings. In the general settings, you may want to add a site title, a tagline, an administration address, and so on. Once you're done, save the changes. Go through all the other settings and tailor them to your preferences. However, don't forget to save your changes if you don't want to do it all over again. The next thing you're going to do is set up the required pages for your blog. Now that you have created your blog, you will need to set up certain pages so you can add useful information concerning your blog. Some of the pages required for a blog include the About Us page, the Contact Us page, Privacy Policy page, the Products or Services page, that is if you're planning on selling something. You can also include a home page. To set up your pages, go to Pages, Add New and wait for it to load. Once it's open, type in the title of your page, for example Home, and hit Publish. You will see that your page is now live. Hovering over the post option will give you the option to view all of your posts in one place or create a new post. So as you can see, using WordPress is very simple and straightforward. I will be doing another video with a more in-depth tutorial on WordPress later on. Congratulations, you have successfully started a blog from scratch with Bluehost. You can now start blogging and driving traffic to your new blog. As you can see, it's really easy to start a WordPress website using Bluehost. However, I've barely scratched the surface when it comes to WordPress in this video. But there are tons of other WordPress tutorials on this channel that I will leave a link to. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing so you don't miss out on any of our tutorials. See you next time.